Hey guys, what's going on? I'm going to continue to do a couple of videos about LuxAlgo here. So if you've been following the channel, the last couple of videos have been about LuxAlgo. And I've been having much more success with LuxAlgo. So I took a trade today and I thought it'd be worth kind of pointing out to people. I know a lot of people that watch the channel have been signing up for LuxAlgo based on these videos, based on the results that I've been seeing over the last week or so. You can see these are the results here. And so a lot of people want to know exactly what I'm doing, and one thing you can do is you can join our Discord. So I started a Discord, for you guys that don't know, in 2020, and it is basically we have a bunch of different things. We have SPX scalps, this guy's really good. We have future trades, day and swing trades from Lance, and then we also have Russell alerts. So I've started to post some of my trades and talk about LuxAlgo a little bit in here so that you guys can kind of learn and follow along some of the stuff that I do with it. And hopefully that'll give you some ideas about how to use LuxAlgo effectively. Now, I'm not an expert, but I'm definitely profitable with it, and hopefully what I've got to say about some of these strategies is useful to you guys. So I wanted to talk about a trade that I posted about today in the Discord. I was taking 0 DTE SPY calls, so you can see right here. And so the key with a lot of this stuff is the short-term expiration, right? So you're really counting on small moves, but like large leverage positions, essentially. So a lot of people ask me, it's like they say they look at the chart, if they're not used to options trading, they'll look at the chart and say, wow, you took a little move like this. That's pathetic, it barely moved. But the truth is, if you're doing the types of options that I've been using with LuxAlgo, which are admittedly risky, 0 DTE options, but you're only in a trade for a few minutes, then they often pay off pretty well. So I was going to talk a little bit about a strategy. So I've talked a lot about just following the indicators, but one thing that happened to me today that I thought would be useful to talk about is I missed this really nice indicator. So we had a blue smart trail, which is what this is. And just as a reminder for you guys that have this, the smart trail can be turned on and off here. So back on there. So the smart trail I found to be really like a really good support and resistance level. And so it's something that I really like it. I think it's one of the key features of LuxAlgo to keep an eye on. Just my experience, so far I love it. So anyway, today I was busy and I missed this really nice strong buy signal right here. And the cool thing is this candle closed and you would have had like at least a little bit of time to jump in and get this big move up. That's a big move if you're doing 0 DTE SPY options on the 1 minute time frame. That would have been an amazing trade. Now, my thought process here is, sure, there was no sell signal here, and this is where I think people get a bit annoyed about things because they think they're buying a system where it'll tell you when to buy and sell, absolutely robotic, no thought process at all. And there isn't really a tool out there that does that. It's always going to be a tool that helps you with your, your trading. And LuxAlgo does a great job of that from what I can see. So here is a trade that I missed, and I'll tell you what I actually did. So this would have been a great buying opportunity. Huge move up as soon as we got up into this red reversal zone, which is another really good feature. Again, if you aren't sure what those are, it's these reversal zones right here. Turns them on and off. It's areas that we're most likely to reverse from. And the green is support and the red is resistance. And so my thought process here, I didn't do this, would have been as soon as this move happened, I'd have taken at least half the position off, if not more, and then set my stop for break even, right? So when it came all the way back down, at least I'd have made a significant profit, right? But I wouldn't have stopped there, and this is the trade I actually took. So if you look in the Discord right here, I put what I was doing. I took these calls at 134. I called it the smart cloud. It's actually I've forgotten what you actually call it, the smart trail or something. Let's have a look. I always get these mixed up. I'm testing so many different things. Smart trail, yeah, this is what it's called. It kind of looks like a cloud though. So the actual trade I took was, we basically, on these two candles here, I saw we're holding the smart trail really nicely. We're also in line with the previous candles before we had this unexpected large spike. We're also in a bullish uptrend, so we'd had the signal, it hadn't finished out yet. we have this nice upsloping reversal cloud, right? So we still are bullish here. The trend is still bullish overall. We're still in the middle of a bullish run. So my thought process here was pretty simple. We hold this smart trail cloud, and as we break out of it, jump in and take a scalp. And that's all I did. It didn't work out great, but it worked out well enough to make a few $100s in a minute. So, so as this candle broke out here, basically it just jumped in and scalped these next two candles up to about here. And you can see the little take profit sign turned on from here. That was typically from this signal here. So if you think about it, if you followed this exactly, you wouldn't have taken any profit on this. It came back down, it found support on the smart trail, and it took back off, and you'd have taken some profit here. So you can kind of time these trades even if you miss them to get some of the move. And so another option here would have been, and I've done this before as well, is you have this big sudden candle on the 1 minute, and you start to get sell off, right? This is a strong reversal zone. There's a good chance you're going to get a few downward candles, right, to the next logical place, which is the smart trail. You could just short this as well. It's not my favorite strategy because we were quite bullish at the time, and you can do it. You can also just play bounces, which is really good. The smart trail is really well respected a lot of the time. For example, on this down signal, if you don't get in here, and you come up and you test the smart trail here, you can always short again here and try and get this all the way down kind of thing. So this is one of my favorite strategies, especially if you miss a signal but you still think the trend is in your favor, right? You still think that you can get some sort of piece of the pie. So again, like this one, you don't have to get in right here. You can wait until you start to test the smart trail. And so yeah, so it's a basic trading strategy, but it's simple, it's easy, it's something that you can just add in if you want to just add in a little bit, you know, a trade. I was kind of annoyed that I missed this, so I figured we'd see some sort of support and then hopefully some follow through. It wasn't nearly as much as I hoped, but the contracts moved so quickly. I think they went from 134 to 162 pretty quickly, which is a really nice little move from there. So just something to think about if you guys are struggling with LuxAlgo or trying to come up with some way to get more trades. Not that there's not enough already, but that's the sort of thing I do throughout the day as well, just to try and get these little bounces and things. It's not much different or any different at all from typical bounces from support and resistance. It's just that LuxAlgo has these particularly good areas of support and resistance, or dynamic support and resistance, that I found to be extremely reliable. So definitely worth checking out. Alright, if you want to come and join the Discord, I know a couple of people have already come to join because they've been watching these videos and they want to take part in the discussions about LuxAlgo. You can join on a 3-day trial. There's a link in the description below. It's called Sidekick Traders. And we have a whole bunch of other alerts that are unrelated to LuxAlgo whatsoever. Just the LuxAlgo is kind of my obsession at the moment, so you can probably tell if you watch the channel regularly. But yeah. Alright guys, hopefully that was helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.